What I'm going to show you in this lesson is really going to blow your mind. What if I told you that you can look at the source code of any page on the internet? That's true, you can do that using Google Chrome or any modern web browser. They all have similar tools for this purpose. So we have our previous example, and the way to look at the source code, you can right click or press command click if you're on the Mac, and you can click on view page source. It's that simple. That will show you the HTML of your page. So you can go to any page on the internet. You can even go to google.com and you can do the same thing. You can look at the page of Zemba. I'm sure there are errors somewhere, some things that we fixed last minute and things like that, but you can do that with any page in the web. So that's a great way to learn. If you're on a page and you want to see how that page is made, you can look at it. Now, we haven't seen CSS yet, so there'll be a lot of weird stuff in there. There's going to be JavaScript code as well. So, but focus on the positive things. There will be things you do understand, you do know. So you'll be like, oh yes, that's a H tag, that's a title, that's a div container. You'll see a lot of familiar things. It'll give you a lot of confidence. At the same time, it can be overwhelming, but keep in mind that this is a learning process and we're still going through it. You still have to learn CSS and JavaScript. But this will expose you to actual real code, real pages. So I strongly recommend that you take a look at the source code of a few pages. Get used to there being a lot of things that you might not understand. Try to find the ones that you do understand and you can consolidate that knowledge. Now, that's not where this ends. There's actually an even better tool that's part of Google Chrome, which is the ability for us to inspect elements. There are different ways to reach this section. One of them is, again, by right-clicking and going to inspect. But you can also go to the options and more tools, and you can open developer tools. Any of these things will take you to the same place, which is this magical area that opens beneath. Don't worry about all of these sections. The one that the only one that we are looking at for now, actually the couple of ones that we're looking at are the main one is the element. So I'm gonna make this bigger so you can see. See how when I have this section, and I can inspect any element here and it shows me the HTML code here. Also, if I move the mouse in this area, it shows me all of the different sections. So that's actually really, really useful because you can be like, how did they do this part? How did they do this exact same thing? And if you don't want to go through the source code and find it, you can just select it or just really hover the mouse on it and just go to inspect and it'll take you to that code. And you can see where it's placed. You can see what's in the head of the page. And you can also change it here and just see what it would look like if you change things. This is not saved anywhere. So if you refresh the page, all those changes are gone. This area here will show CSS. So we'll cover this once we get into CSS. The other section that's interesting, and these are, I think, the only two ones that you can do that you can make use of with just HTML. This network, if you have that open and you load the page, it just shows you all the files that were loaded. For example, we loaded a HTML file and we loaded a background file. Other pages will have a lot of other files. So you can see the type of file and you can see the size of the file as well and how long it took to load. So this comes with your web browser. It comes with Chrome, but there are similar tools in Firefox and Edge. So make sure to open up and start using your Chrome developer tools or whichever web browser you're using, because this is an absolutely amazing tool that comes for free and that can save you a lot of time and can help with your learning process as well.